Good morning from sunny Buffalo. I'm Mike Schopp. We've got two of our three heroes with us today, Pat Kerrane and Davis Mattek. Halfway or thereabouts through the NFL season. How's it going? And we'll look at next year. Some of these tournaments, they call them never too early or way too early. This is obnoxiously early, but still fun. That's why you watch. I'm Mike Schopp with Pat and Davis. Thanks for being with us. November 4th, 2025. This is ADP Chasing.
ADP chasing is for when you watch ship chasing, you go, these guys are just football guys.
I have my 4% exposure blanket.
Stay poor.
Actually back in if it's Ashane.
Stare into our crystal ball. Close your eyes, all your entries are going to lose anyway.
Yeah, that's fair.
You're not going to tell me how this went. I was here.
It's anti-cabal. It's anti the best ball thought leaders. I'm obviously lying to some degree because I have a lot of both of these guys.
It's the most disgusting pick you can make. But man.
We'll say that Jacob is on assignment. Exciting times in our households, I think. My kids are teenagers eating the absolute everything out of my pantry every day. Pat's 11-month-old daughter is learning words, and Davis's wife is due in 3 days. So it's a great time to be alive.
18-month-old daughter. Yeah.
18 months.
No shorter, 7 months. Come on. She's almost 19 months, really.
So she's 18 months? Yes. Sorry about that. Davis, how you holding up?
We're just happy to have another day of grinding, waiver wire content for my boys. My dream was for him to come on Monday because then I get another week of work done. Every additional Sunday he gets through, that's another week of work knocked out of the park for me because the work and gives me, let's say he's born on Monday. I don't know who plays on Monday, but let's say he's born on Monday.
Green Bay, Philadelphia.
Green Bay. So I wouldn't want to watch that game anyway. That game sucks. So then
there are worse matchups than Green Bay, Philadelphia, if I can just sort of slip that in. But as you were saying,
and we're sending them to Germany.
So let's say I take 2 weeks off. I could maybe even theoretically do week 12 Sunday. That's 13 days of just being with the kid.
Is there any room for a middle name to be associated with whatever game is being played or watched?
Oh, that's interesting.
When this moment comes.
So we actually are undecided on a middle name.
Here we go.
But
could you get Patrick as the middle name? Do you think you have? No,
it's just I've floated every combo of relevant Chiefs player to which they've all been immediate now.
Brashard was shot down. I mean, he's just not doing enough, I think is probably what happened there. Not producing. Come on.
Not producing.
What about Andrew? Have you floated Andrew?
Have you floated Andrew?
That could be sneaky. That could be sneaky.
Right?
You gotta make sure if you're gonna name a child after an athlete at all, he or she had better be good. You can't.
You could also, if you want to get real sneaky with it, you could be like, I like Drew as a nickname. I think it's a cool nickname.
Honestly, to
Andy.
honor his dad, it's actually a much better bet if the athlete's bad or mediocre because of my obsession with fringe 47th guys on NFL rosters.
Right.
Lauby is a middle name. You don't hear that often.
Yeah, Dylan, McCole,
Jeffrey,
Jeff, yeah. A lot of ways to go with that one.
Laird would be a nice homage.
Well, there's Patrick again. There's Patrick really would be.
The signs are literally everywhere saying it's got to be Patrick, but it's just not going to happen.
Well, if it's Patrick, I mean, who am I to say there's a Patrick in the room? But you could just sort of change the story over the years depending on how you want it to fit. There's Patrick.
You guys just, this is not your fault. You guys just don't know my wife. She is just way too smart for any of this stuff.
Yeah, no, she's. I mean. That one's
not falling for my shit.
yeah. I would. That makes sense.
Jacob is in here to nominate hockey players for this idea.
Well, Patrick works for hockey players as well. The greatest goalie in the history of the game, Patrick Waugh, obviously. Peter Forsberg tried that, no go. Joseph.
Have you tried this? Says here your middle name is week 17 is all that matters.
It says here that week 17 is all that matters. Yeah, Andrew gets 2 because Josh Cole, short for me Cole.
Oh ho ho ho. Josh.
I'm gonna try him.
I mean, we could go all day and sometimes have Tony is sitting right there, but you throw the E in Tony, and now you've got a reference. Otherwise, it's just sort of a cool normal name, Tony.
Yes. Yeah.
Wow,
So
yeah.
I've tried all these.
You've done all this. But you've run all these laps already.
Yes.
You've tried Tony?
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
Yeah.
Okay, so she's way ahead of you.
Because she watches all the games with me. So she not every Chiefs game. She probably watches 70% of Chiefs games with me. So she knows.
There's no way Taylor would
See
fly.
Andrew coming then. Yeah.
Taylor might fly, but I don't know if I want.
No, you don't want that.
I don't know if I'm crazy about that.
Big decision. It's a big decision.
Yeah.
First name is in the bank already?
First name is in the bank.
All right. Not asking you to spoil it. Excited. Can't wait to see what
how
the workload changes for you.
I told this to them on Ship Chasing on Sunday, but I'm just referring to my son as Patrick Xavier on social media. It's not actually his name, but that's what I will be doing. I literally can't imagine a greater bit.
It's so good.
It's so good.
So good.
It's so good. I just so his name will be, I think Mayo doesn't say his kids' names on air or whatever. So I'm just it works 2 ways. It's an incredible bit. Or maybe this is the better bit, constantly referring to him as the flavor of the week Chiefs.
You could that's the middle name, I think. You just change that middle name every year because someone was saying Sky Mattek sounds nice. He could have been Patrick Sky.
He could have been
Jalen. Patrick Xavier. Yeah.
Jalen. Yeah. Royals.
He just kind of keeps
Of course, the due date falls right in the bye week. That's a coincidence. You're going to have us know.
That is a coincidence. Honestly, kind of glad he was not born on the week of a Bills loss. Shout out to him for waiting past that.
Dalton is a increasingly popular name in these parts.
Oh no,
I bet.
That would be, if the Bills win the Super Bowl, you're gonna have to do Patrick Josh.
Oh God.
Just for the year. You can change it after the year.
Horrible.
Yeah. Well, since we're there, another round of Bills Chiefs regular season that the Bills win for the 5th year in a row. And I do the post-game show here on WGR, and I was getting some feedback Sunday that I was too grumpy about it. But I just imagine myself being a fan of another team, just a random neutral team, sitting in an airport, listening to a Bills fan tell me about how cool it is that they won. And I just wouldn't, it'd be hard not to laugh. I mean, sure, it's better to win and it's important in the standings, but I don't know. I'm getting tired of conversations about beating Kansas City in the fall.
I mean this in the least douchey way possible. Truly. It's not going to come off that way. Everyone is going to roll their eyes so hard at this. The Chiefs have a 2-game season. Like, I know they hate it. Everyone's like, oh, they hate it. The season for the Kansas City Chiefs, maybe this week you could say a 3-game season because their divisional round matchup will probably be a tougher one. But I don't know. Like, I saw some of this on Twitter of like, oh, Chiefs fans calling this the Bills Super Bowl. Chiefs fans have no grace. Like, they don't care about. It's like, I don't know, man. The Bills just always beat the Chiefs in the regular season.
5 years in a row.
Do we need to be upset about this? The Bills really get up for that game. For whatever reason, the Chiefs really do not. I actually thought they were going to get up for that game. I thought that was going to kind of be like a bells and whistles. Andy has some cool stuff planned, like all that. And it was not that way. We didn't see really anything too imaginative. No, like ring around the rosy. Kelsey kind of just, does his thing. He made the one really good play on the mind meld. That the quote going around from Hairston, though, very, very bearish for my boy Xavier.
I told you that.
What was it?
Dude, Kerrane, it's so bad. Like, basically, Hairston is like, well, I knew on half the plays I didn't have to try because Xavier Worthy's body language before the snap was that he wasn't getting the ball. So he was just like, I can focus on stopping the run.
Which is what you do not say in the regular season meeting against that team. That's exactly
that
what
is
you
a dumb thing
do.
to say, like after the game that doesn't really matter.
Right.
Before you're going to play them again. Yeah. I mean, I get, you guys are in position to have a history kind of, weighing on you in different directions. But I think the game definitely does matter to some extent. It's a regular season game.
Well, it definitely matters for the Kansas City Chiefs. If they thought there was any chance of them having the bye, I would assume their bye equity now has got to be like sub 1% chance.
And the Bills' bye equity is still alive.
Very much so.
Yeah,
that would
be a big difference.
Buffalo is easily a clear favorite to get the one. I mean, Indianapolis lost, so it's Bills at Miami for 7-2. Patriots at Tampa, they're a slight underdog. If those games go to form, they'll be the one. Well, Denver plays Thursday night. Denver would be the one if they beat the Raiders Thursday night.
Okay,
come on. Are we going to run back the Tennessee Titans 1 seed? The Denver
Don't
Broncos
you hope?
being the Denver Broncos 1 seed would be. I mean, I don't know if it could be as fake as the Titans 1 seed. Is that the fakest 1 seed in NFL history? I guess you'd have to really dive into the annals.
The Patriots also currently have the tiebreaker because they beat the Bills. Yeah.
Denver
won over the Patriots yet.
Denver has the Raiders Thursday night, 9.5-point favorites to go to 8-2. Then they have sort of what they call the mini bye before the Chiefs come in. And a win there is then what? 9-2, 6-5, or whatever that would leave Kansas City. Like it would feel over at that point, at least in terms of the Chiefs. And they play Denver again week 17.
Well,
Denver's the 1 seed is actually kind of nice because then we don't have to watch them in the wild card round.
Let's actually go to our New England correspondent here.
Sure. Yeah.
Do you think the Patriots are like ready for Drake May to be the MVP and to be the 1 seed? Like it feels like a bit too much, and it feels like it might get the front office a bit too confident in their roster building and actually kind of limit the Drake May window. Thoughts?
Well, let's see. Yeah, let's see. This today will be a big sign for kind of where their heads are at.
If they don't trade for Chris Olave, they're all idiots.
The Commanders have had a horrible season, and a lot of it has nothing to do with what they did this offseason.
Part of it does.
But yeah, they didn't set, like, to me, what the Commanders did, and I was saying this like at the time, is like, why are you acting like this guy's like, I don't know, some veteran quarterback that you're like, it's like, hey, I don't know, he's playing out of his mind. Let's maximize this unexpected window. Like, why aren't you building a like strong foundation around hitting on a young quarterback? So I hope the Patriots, like, as someone who really only cares about Drake May's career and I don't give a shit about the Patriots franchise, is that I just want them to like build for the future and put more resources in the offensive line, please. Weapons are nice, but like this line is like fake good in terms of the stats. Like you see them against teams that blitz well, teams that pressure well, and they don't look good. So that, to me, the biggest thing is that May takes sacks. He's actually decent under pressure, but like he just takes on to pressure too much, and he'll turn pressure into sacks at too high a rate. He'll still make plays, but I'm just like, protect this guy, please. So that's where when they go into the playoffs, they're gonna be playing much better pass rush teams, and yeah, that's the thing that's really like, that's still the huge weakness of the team.
I mean, the Patriots and the Commanders both did the same thing where they went into the season relying on 30-year-olds to be their best pass catchers.
Yeah, I think that part's not so bad for the Patriots. I think like what May's done with this
Williams.
group.
This is Kyle Williams' week now against Tampa. Like Booty is going to be out, and they talked him up yesterday. Like, okay,
I don't think it'll be Kyle Williams. I don't
really
trust him.
Yeah.
It's the classic Patriots. I was joking yesterday. I was like, the coolest thing with this, because I was like, oh, should they bring in Vrabel or Ben Johnson, or how's this going to go? I just really want someone who's going to help May develop. And to see that, like, okay, May's back in like the old, like peak New England infrastructure, like that Brady used to have, that's like quite helpful. And yet it's without Belichick. So it's like this better culture version of the same thing. The only downside is they still can't draft receivers. So you know, I don't think Kyle Williams is going to be much. Maybe at the end of the year he gets a little more run, but he's basically like kind of an improv, like, you know, kind of figures it out on the fly receiver and a timing based offense. I don't think it's really happening right now.
Well, the 4-5 game this year in the AFC, instead of it usually being the AFC South Invitational, speaking of playoff games you might not want to watch, this year could be Chiefs or Bills at Ravens. And that's, I mean, Chiefs in the wild card is probably 50-50 at least. And if New England keeps crushing an easy schedule, you could see both Buffalo and Kansas City on the road, like in the first round. It's possible. Probably, I don't think the Bills will end up there, but the Chiefs could, based on their record. Do you guys want to talk about next year? Is there anything about this year so far? We're only halfway through it. I'm not trying to rush you, but
I'm trying to get the fuck past this year, man. It's happening again. I was like looking, like literally, like woke up with my wife last night, and I just like can't sleep, just like looking at my teams, and I was like, I don't even really think I do that much differently. I don't really feel that bad about much of the team, like much of the decisions I did.
You're talking best ball mostly?
Mm-hmm.
Who's killing you? Is it the obvious, like a Brian Thomas?
No one. Or? No, not like most of the guys I drafted are like were either like cheap zeros. Like, okay, sure, Jaydon Blue, but like I don't know. I probably make that bet again. I probably make the Isaac Urendo bet again. You know, it's like what can you do? Sometimes the young running back doesn't beat out the veteran. Or sometimes the young running back wears Gucci cleats and gets blisters.
And the starters.
What are you rooting for down the stretch?
I think I'm rooting for like Brock Purdy to get to be recording scores. Probably Rashid Shaheed to be traded somewhere where Tyler Shuck isn't his quarterback.
Bowers to go 40 points a week.
I mean, yeah, I guess if Bowers averages 18.5 points a game the rest of the season, I can probably end up like scrambling. Like I'm even like over the field on Jonathan Taylor because I didn't really like T. Higgins and I didn't really like I didn't love Marvin Harrison Jr. I didn't love Trey McBride, so I was drafting a lot of Jonathan Taylor I think probably my biggest mistake was not drafting Rico Dowdle. Because that feels like kind of a classic spot. Like you just take the running back 2 if you're not that into the running back 1, you know? And I loved Rico Dowdle last year. But
yeah, I didn't even draft that much Rico Dowdle. Like, I mean, I have some, but I don't like, he wasn't a huge stand for me. I mean, like, to me, you know, we still have 5 weeks left of round 1, and then we get a round that is equally valued to this whole season. You know, like I don't know. I mean, I know I'm not going to have an incredible advance rate, but I'm like a little bit above expected right now. Maybe I'll finish a little bit below expected. Who knows? Maybe I'll finish, you know, maybe I'll get 30 teams in or something, which would be great. But I think it'll be kind of like a relatively average year. But it also might not be, because like Cam Scatterbill was kind of my hero for, you know, 2 weeks ago. I'd been like, I got a shitload of Scatterbill. It's a great year. Like a lot of stuff's still going to happen. And then all of that's like so much of that stuff will be made irrelevant in 1 week. So not to be like the advance rate doesn't matter, because it does matter, but it's like, it's also, we're in kind of like peak. It only matters. And it just straight up doesn't only matter. Like you can advance 50 teams and not get a single team to the semis. Like it happens. Like it's just not the only thing that matters, you know? There's only one thing that matters, and it's week 17, as your son's middle name will tell us.
I guess one that I actually feel kind of bad about, like looking at my exposures, truly the only one I feel bad about is Matthew Golden. Just because Matthew Golden being 60% of routes, 4.5 targets per week was just like so fucking obvious before the season. Like, just could be. Is there anything more obvious than a first-round wide receiver being drafted to Green Bay and then running the same amount of routes as Malik Heath?
It's so hard to keep in mind that ultimately, like in the summer, right? It's like, hey, man, Golden's running with the ones. Like, he's being installed as the clear guy. Like, and Jaden Higgins, he's with the ones. Like, don't you know? And then like some of these other guys, it's like, yeah, they're with the ones, but it doesn't matter if they're not good. Like, and you see with the ceiling with like Ibuka, it definitely, and Ladd the year before, right? And Thomas the year before, like it allows them to hit the ground running. And so the ceiling definitely goes up, but like like Golden just was not, they're never locked in. Rookies are never locked in because they might suck. They might suck.
You know what is kind of frustrating is I actually don't think Matthew Golden sucks at all. I actually feel I don't. I think that the targets per route run stuff with the Packers is not as indicative of what it would be on like a more egalitarian offense.
Well, let me reframe what I mean by sucking, because the one thing that I like get frustrated sometimes with the film stuff too is like, we're looking for fantasy football purposes, we like need stars. Like a guy having like a nice little career, where he's like
literally couldn't be less valuable.
Like a guy like Josh Palmer. Does Josh Palmer suck? Like, no, he got like paid on a second contract. Like the idea that Josh Palmer sucks at playing football is like a really jerky thing to say. He's like been a successful NFL player, but for fantasy football purposes,
no, you're so right.
We're not into it. It doesn't do anything for us. Like he basically muddled through his rookie contract with flashes of relevance, but never really did much for fantasy. And then he signed a deal and hasn't done anything in Buffalo. So,
but when it comes to Golden, Pat, is that maybe more of a Packers point than a Golden point? Like,
I think it's a Golden point. He had everything ahead of him.
You're trying to figure out who the player is, which is a tough guess. I don't know how I would have been able to tell you whether he'd be good or not, but you guys are more, knowledgeable when it comes to college prospects. But then you have a team that's been famous for not really leaning into one guy, and it's a rookie, and you're thinking about draft capital, and you're thinking, is there a coaching change that got us tied up when it came to Jacksonville this year? I'm not sure what the difference
between Golden and Isaiah Bond is right now.
Oh, come on.
What's the difference?
Matthew Golden. I mean, if you look at some of the fancy numbers, like, and you can say these are made up, like the PFF stuff or like the fantasy points stuff, like his like separation and everything is pretty good. I'll tell you the wrong read though. The wrong read, even if I did think that Golden was really good, which I'm actually still kind of undecided. I think he's going to be like Demarcus Robinson. Like he's going to be in the NFL for like 12 years.
Sure. I think you're right. Because he's fast. He really is fast. The 4.29 wars, whatever.
The 40 truthers were wrong.
There might not be wrong. I mean, but like they're wrong. They're directionally wrong because 4.33 is also really fast and he has a good game speed. So it doesn't matter. I don't care if he's actually a 4.29 guy or not.
The biggest difference is that I thought there was signal in the Packers drafting a wide receiver in the first round and a wide receiver in the third round that Matt LaFleur looked himself in the mirror and said, this
is what we're missing.
Yeah. Like he looked himself in the mirror and said, this offense where we rotate everyone, no one demands the ball, is not working at the highest level, that this is not going to get us a Super Bowl. And I think what he thought instead was actually, I'm going to be Matt LaFleur, but even more so. I'm going to be even more annoying. I'm going to start giving the ball to Emmanuel Wilson. I'm going to put the handcuffs on Jordan Love even harder. I'm going to play down to my competition to a level that they didn't even think was possible. I'm going to lose a home game to the Cleveland Browns, and then I'm going to
I think it was a road game, to be fair to LaFleur.
Whatever. And then as the sequel to that, I'm going to lose to Bryce Young in a game that Bryce Young threw for 109 passing yards.
At home. That one was at home.
That one was at home.
Yeah.
So like what I am saying is that this was a mistake. We are maybe disagreeing on why it was a mistake, but I think regardless, it doesn't matter. Even if Golden was the player that I think he was, I actually don't think it matters anyway, because the volume and the role was not going to be there.
Yeah.
This 8 target a week role, even if like imagine Rashee Rice gets drafted by the Green Bay Packers. What do you think his like just weekly targets are?
See, this I strongly
6.5?
disagree with this point.
Okay.
Rashee Rice would eat. Like, we do this all the time. We're like, this is like part of my issue with Caleb Williams. It's like, oh, the role was bad. The role we all said was amazing, the best situation ever for a rookie quarterback, and then he's bad, so now the role was bad. Like, come on, the role was good. He stunk as a rookie. He's been up and down as a second-year player, but the fact that he stunk as a rookie had signal to the idea that he was going to be this like generational quarterback, which he clearly doesn't look like he is, even though he's not terrible either. I think the same thing with Golden. It's like, hey man, if you're really good, if you're Rashee Rice, to be fair to Golden, Rashee Rice didn't really like come together until the end of his rookie season. So it's possible that Golden turns over another level to his game and actually like makes everything I'm saying look really dumb, and actually is really good, because he's only halfway through his rookie season. So there's still time for him to get better. But this is like an amazing situation. This is an amazing situation. You have a team that's very efficient passing the ball and has not had anyone who's got the ability to consolidate targets. So if you have that ability, like Justin Jefferson would feast in Green Bay. He would eat. Like, it would be incredible. And maybe he wouldn't have as high a target share as, he did like 3 years ago with Kirk Cousins or whatever, because Love doesn't feed people the ball that way. I don't know, but he would have a very high target share, and he would be super efficient on his targets.
Are we saying kind of like greatness is inevitable and system and coach proof, but 80% of these guys are not, like, they're in the middle, and it's so delicate. It's so fickle what the system is.
I think Jordan Addison would have taken advantage of this opportunity. Like, I don't think you don't need to be Jefferson or even Rice. Like, I don't know. I mean, frankly, Romeo Doubs is doing a pretty good job.
Yes.
Romeo Doubs is looking pretty good.
And Reed has been out the whole year. So there's that.
Yeah.
I mean, I think I want to get back to Jaydon Blue's shoes. There's just things that happen that maybe.
Well, so the Jaydon Blue thing, this is actually, I'd like to take a minute to castigate the NFL draft community, because at about August 25th, I started to get DMs from people who would kind of know, and it started to get leaked out there that Jaydon Blue was like this world-class dickhead. We couldn't have got that, and no one wanted to say that in June. No one wanted to let me know. The coaches hated Jaydon Blue on July 7th. I believe it was Dane Brugler tweeted last night that Jaydon Blue had the reddest flags in the draft. No one felt like reporting that. No one felt like doing an athletic piece on Jaydon Blue being a workplace cancer. No one wanted to let me know.
Honestly, I think, having done this over the years more and more, I'm like, I think this is one of the spots where production really I think this is a big part of the signal of production. It's like, oh, why did you like never do anything in college? And one of the reasons is that some people are assholes. They just can't figure out. Yeah.
What incentive? If Jaydon Blue is just generally unpleasant to be around in the building, why is Schottenheimer going to be like, okay, well, Javonte is kind of slowing down. We're losing games. Like, maybe we should see what you have. You know what they're going to do? They're probably going to reward Malik Davis, who has been on the Cowboys, in and around the Cowboys roster for 3 or 4 seasons now. He's been on the IR. He's been on the practice squad. He's probably never said a word. Malik Davis has probably never complained about the way the Cowboys have treated him on the roster once. Probably just happy to be there. Yeah. Just happy to be there. And Jaydon Blue is probably like pouting, being like Javonte Williams, like probably like messing up his passport. And then he fumbles. Can you imagine what he probably said on the sideline when he fumbled too? He was probably, wasn't my fault.
This is character assassination. We don't know anything about this guy.
No, we do. We definitely do now. Schottenheimer did not mince his words last week. Like Schottenheimer
What did he say? I missed this.
He did like the coaches do radio or whatever, and he was basically like, he insinuated like you can kind of deal with a fumble here and there for a running back who's mostly doing his job, but if the running back is in no way, shape, or form doing their job, you're not fumbling and staying in the game.
Well,
there, as Crutches says, there was that one report from the guy who was a Cowboys defensive assistant in 2001 who said that Jaydon Blue was lazy.
Who's the guy? I'm sorry, I haven't had coffee yet, and I'm a little irritated with Jacob because he couldn't make it today, and then I'm more irritated with myself. But I'm like, why are we doing this at 7 a.m. my time then?
I guess we would not have had to have done it at 7
a.m. today.
You know what we could have done? Discuss it in advance. That's what we could have done.
Yeah, no, and it's Jacob's fault that we didn't.
Yeah.
The Zeus raises a good point in the chat.
Is it Bob Harris though? Bob Harris had some stuff.
No, it wasn't Bob.
It was not Bob Harris.
Not Bob Harris. See, this is why I asked.
Go get your coffee.
Who's the guy over at the
Are you thinking Marcus Mosher?
No, he writes the report. Everyone thinks it's ridiculous, but he gets all the scouts to talk shit. The pre-draft thing.
Oh, Bob McGinn.
Bob McGinn.
It wasn't him. I think what Davis is referring to was a podcast that Marcus was on. It was someone Marcus was talking to. But anyway, maybe we're thinking of different things.
About
so there's like an interesting point. This guy's being a dick in the chat, but he's raising an interesting point. So I'm going to raise it up, which is that he said half the league are unpleasant people. If he's good, no one cares. He's an asshole. That is true at the high level. Like Jordan Addison could be an asshole. Jalen Naylor is not playing over him. When you're talking about the difference between Jaydon Blue and Malik Davis, your pleasantness in the workplace is absolutely going to make a difference. When you're talking about the difference between Miles Sanders, who has nothing left in the tank, and Jaydon Blue, there's going to be a difference because Miles Sanders is a consummate professional.
There's also like, I think when we say asshole here, it doesn't mean like, I don't know. The NFL wants these guys bought in. They want them bought into the program, to the system. Like, if a guy's like, a general dick, but is like really bought in to what the team's doing week after week, is good in meetings and stuff, that's great. Like, they don't need him to be like pleasant. It's not pleasantness. It's not
pleasantness. It's are you part of the team?
I think who you're describing is Keon Coleman.
Isn't he kind of funny though? I thought he was like.
Yeah, I thought people liked Keon Coleman.
I don't think bad guy, but not bought in. I think that's what you're describing.
He's not bought in. Okay, yeah. I thought he was okay, yeah.
Yeah, I'm not saying bad guy, but like what you're describing is they need you to be all the way.
Yeah, it's Jermaine Burton, not AB. AB's fine. AB was always bought in, or at least
AB was always bought in
but he was
until the end.
Regularly bought in. Not always.
And he was great.
Several huge exceptions.
Great. He was all-time great, which, Well, at the end, there's also the small element of, well, how's it going? I mean, Dallas has won 3 games, and it's week 10. And, maybe they end up being a team like Pat, you're saying how much of the season is still left, and then you get to week 15 that ends up with this guy on the field. Maybe we don't really know that much about how coaches see him between May and August. And then it's August where that manifests, and what are their practice habits like in these things, and all of it's just very hard to know. But there's still time, I guess, on him. Coleman, I think that's looking bad, and the Bills could also be a team today.
The Chiefs and the Bills both draft busts at wide receiver in the first round in the same year. It's kind of a good bit.
You're not there on Worthy though, really, are you? Bust.
Right. I mean, he's not a bust. He's a competent NFL player, but I think he's pretty clearly in the Matthew Golden zone, where his fantasy production is going to be determined by what Mahomes wants to give him, not driven by the force of who he is. Yeah. Now, if you made me say who do I think has a better path to being a more impactful player, it's definitely Worthy because he's shown a better ability to get open. The ball just doesn't always find him for a variety of reasons. Keon Coleman has shown no ability to get open, no ability to do the thing that he's supposed to be good at, which is like win jump balls down.
But is he supposed to be good at that? He wasn't that good at that in college. I've never understood why. And Matt Harmon was way on this. Like he was like, this is
I believe
kind of the
Keon
power
Coleman
slot
is
element.
dead
Like,
last.
get this guy in the slot.
Next gen separation.
That is what Matt said.
Yeah, and then they were like, you know what we're gonna do? We're gonna stick him on the X and make him just like play bully ball. And he's like, dude, like he was a horrible separator in college. Like this was known. Like it's I don't know. It's a very strange usage for him. Like they just have him completely miscast. But I guess they already have Kincaid and Shakir, so they're like, well,
that's it. Yeah. I think Shakir is just. I've said this for 2 years. He's just good enough that he blocks the possibility of other sort of movement with their personnel. And then they have Kincaid, who complicates that further. They're still running Dawson Knox on the field more often. Jaxson Hawes
is playing more than him. He's the tight end 3 on the Bills.
Yeah, it's wild.
And Kincaid gives you 100 yards. But anyway, that's not going to.
Kincaid's having a breakout season in a lot of ways, but he just doesn't play. It's been really impressive.
Is he just bad at blocking?
He's not as strong as the other guys, and they have just like Green Bay, they're winning. Like they have Sunday notwithstanding in terms of the Packers, but they're in first place. I mean, how much? This is Bill's life here for the last 3 years when we're always harping on what they don't have in terms of weapons, but they win constantly.
Yeah, because Allen's incredible.
Do.
You guys are right. You guys are right, though.
I think so.
This is a suboptimal setup. Like you have one of the best quarterbacks alive, and who's ever been alive. This dude's awesome. But and
they run it great.
Yeah, they're running it great.
What's the problem?
Man, I do kind of think that James Cook and running so well might be.
It's a curse.
It's a curse. Yeah.
What are you hoping for? Because I'll tell you what I'm hoping for. I'm hoping the Bills win the Super Bowl, and then we can get Joe Brady out of our lives. We get him somewhere else.
I think he's gone anyway. I think he's gone no matter what. Like if it goes south,
Drake wins the Super Bowl.
I mean, Penn State and LSU need coaches. He went to Penn State and coached famously at LSU. I think he's young. I think he's sort of like a classic candidate if he wants to coach college. I don't know if he necessarily does, but my expectation is he's not back next year for either good or bad reasons. I don't know. It's once again another experiment.
He's head coach.
Their offense.
He'll be high on the head coaching list too. I think as long as they have good close to the season. He's got results, and he's young, and he's offense. So that's exactly what the league wants, I think. Yeah, and you can be like, oh, look how good he was with Josh Allen. He'll make our guy Josh Allen.
Yeah.
He'll make right.
Is Daboll making Dart Josh Allen though? Actually,
there's flashes. Dart's good. I think Dart's good. I hope they keep. They're not going to, but I hope they keep Daboll just to make sure Dart. Why wouldn't you just I don't know?
They should.
You're not going to win next year.
Jaxson Dart is
don't ruin Dart.
Jaxson Dart is sadly going to suffer an incredibly gnarly injury over the next month. Jaxson Dart is my most drafted quarterback in best ball. He is going to get hurt. No quarter this dude. He's not even that big. He's getting tackled as often as Cam Newton, prime Cam Newton. He weighs 216 pounds.
He's not that big. Yeah.
This reminds me of Davis when you were talking about Jayden Daniels going into that year, and you're like, how come every other highlight of him looks like he's in a ski accident?
And it didn't happen. Well, he did get hurt last year, but he really got hurt this year, right? I mean, we're seeing the issue with Jayden and Daniels is skinnier and stuff, but Dart does a horrible job protecting himself. And I get a lot of fantasy football questions on my videos and Patreon stuff, and someone asked me the other day, they were like, oh, I picked Dart up early because you were on it, but I have Caleb Williams. Who would you rather have going forward? And well, in any given week, I would way rather start Dart. But I would rather have Caleb Williams because the musical chairs are going to stop with Jaxson Dart. Either you can't get tackled 13 times a game, which is what he's averaging right now as a quarterback, or you stop getting tackled as often. And because you're throwing to Wan'Dale Robinson, Darius Slayton, and Theo Johnson, your efficiency is naturally going to decline. One of those two things feels inevitable to me.
I would keep Daboll there because, I mean, we just have so many examples of young quarterbacks who endure coaching changes and it just never gets on the track. And that's Darnold, it's New York. Daboll might be tough to deal with, but I think Dart's the most important guy there. And if their relationship is good, I would keep him.
And
if Dart's succeeding, I know some of it's, but like, what else is he supposed to do? Like running, he's good at running. So, and the weapons are all hurt. So I don't know. I just want to see Dart. Like Dart looks good. I just want to see good quarterbacks continue to move in the direction where they are still good. I feel like what's best for Dart is you just keep Daboll.
Yeah.
Try to
trade for Malik Neighbors in the offseason.
I mean, Dart was Brian Daboll's pick. Joe Shane did not want him. Daboll very much did want him, but it's going to be one of the interesting things where it sounds like the insider muckety muck is that it's more likely that Daboll's fired and Shane is retained, which feels the reverse of what you'd want to do in this situation.
Yeah, the Giants will probably do the wrong thing. Giants Bears in week 10. Who is your subscriber? Who are you going to tell them to start between Dart and Caleb Williams this week?
I'm going to have, I believe I've ranked Dart as a top 8 quarterback every week since he started starting.
Okay.
I don't get the quarterback evaluation stuff right all that often, but the Dart stuff felt
you were all over Dart.
Evident to me.
Yeah.
Because the thing with him is he was like a very effective scrambler. And I do believe it is as simple as people they just go to College Football Reference and look at the rushing yards with the sacks subtracted, and they are just like, this dude ran for 400 yards.
It's happened with Daniel Jones, where I was like, hey, he's actually a pretty good scrambler, guys.
Like if you go to the PFF rushing yards, I think he has like 350 more rushing yards because they don't reduce the sack yardage from it. It's like a night and day difference.
Right.
You want to know? This is my biggest mistake that I made in Best Ball Mania. I just have my exposures up far and away. This one is actually inexcusable. I'm not even going to try and excuse it. I was below market on Jaxson Smith-Njigba. Just terrible. Like all the evidence was that he was awesome and that the year 1 rookie stuff was a combo of Shane Waldron and the wrist injury.
But were you concerned his college production was against running backs playing cornerback?
I mean, I feel like it's still kind of hard to make like a good sense of what JSN did in college. Like, I guess obviously not now, knowing how good he is, but you have to say very weird college production profile.
No, it was just he just had a really good profile guy.
Good.
Come on.
Yeah.
He was an awesome prospect. He always was. He wasn't a perfect prospect or anything, but he was a really good prospect, as the best wide receivers, in the league tend to be.
I don't think there are
top 5 guy now.
I don't think there are really that many surprising or shocking NFL team storylines this year. Like, what's the most surprising thing that's happened? Seattle comes close. Well, Colts. Seattle comes close.
Colts is one of the most shocking storylines in years.
That's right. Seattle is, for me, why I don't have more Smith-Njigba is because I decided that Darnold would not hold up. Everybody talked about how bad the line was going to be.
That too. Yeah.
And I drafted Jalen Milroe.
I have some JSN, but not enough. Yeah, because I was like, I don't know, man. Darnold, I have a very high opinion of KOC. Kubiak's fine, but this dude, Darnold, I have seen the floor on this guy, and it is low. And they're going to build the whole plane out of JSN? They better, because they're not going to. They literally fired their other coach for for passing too much. So they brought in a guy who was very run heavy before. I couldn't have higher confidence that this team is going to run the ball constantly. They have a good starting running back in Kenneth Walker. They'll recognize that and play him. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, well, they'll play Kenneth Walker a lot, so they'll be good at running the ball.
They bring in Cooper Kupp, which nobody respected.
Right. Which I think we were right not to respect, because they just pass the JSN all the time. But yeah, I mean,
he leads the NFL in targets per route run and targets. It's like a crazy.
The thing with JSN is JSN is an old school 3rd-year breakout. He's just straight up way better than he was last year, which I don't think was some given. I definitely wish I'd taken more of him, and I probably should have still been thinking about how strong of a prospect he was, which he was.
It's like, oh,
And
we're
the
going to
fact
take
that
a
he had a
catches
second-year
merchant
kind of mini
in half
breakout.
PPR.
Right. Yeah, we are.
Yeah. Just honestly, like most of the things I got wrong this year, I can go back to what I was thinking at the time and be like, a lot of that stuff was very reasonable. I don't think any of the JSN stuff was really all that
Do you not
reasonable.
have any of them?
No, I've got some, 7% or whatever, but it's
Yeah,
just
that's
like
fine. I think that's
not
totally
enough.
fine. Yeah,
You
I mean, I don't have enough either, but I think
I have the same amount of Keandre Lambert-Smith and Jaxon Smith-Njigba hyphenated Smith teams in Best Ball Mania.
I mean, where was it?
That doesn't
306,
seem bad,
307, 308. If you could go back to your 2-3 turn teams and just swap in JSN for so many of those other options,
Yeah.
you'd love life.
How about like
Including our
everyone
main
in the
event
second round? Everyone in the second round is horrible other than Taylor and Bowers.
God.
I'd swap
JSN.
JSN.
Nice.
I'd swap JSN for Henry. I'd swap JSN for T. I'd swap JSN for Chase Brown.
Harrison.
Swap him. Honestly, I'd probably swap him for Bucky Irving.
Sure.
Like,
of course, Bookie hasn't been healthy.
Yeah.
Well, you want to look ahead to next year?
I don't think his profile indicated that we should have been taking him in the early second.
No, but where he was going, I mean.
Yeah, I wish I had more.
Is Drake London great, by the way? I know Drake London just had a great game, but like
Drake London's really good. He's
he's
the peak version of Keon Coleman. He's what the Bills thought they were going to turn Keon Coleman into.
Yeah, I'm very weary of Michael Penix Jr.
Why? Are you saying weary or wary?
Weary.
You are sick of him.
No, that would be wary.
No, that's weary. Weary is that you're tired.
All right.
Wary is that you're kind of afraid.
Oh, you're right. Wow, Kerrane. This shows you I went to a state school. I am wary of Michael Penix Jr.
There you go.
Like
I'm weary of him.
Something about the way he plays, and it really might just be because he's left-handed. Like so much of the stuff really might just be because he's left-handed.
For sure, man.
It just does not look quite right.
Mm-hmm.
The way he plays.
I think when he fires it in, it looks really sweet. Like his best throws look great.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah. You know what though? He's definitely like remember when the projections crew lost their mind and Kirk Cousins came in and the Falcons went up. Every Falcon got like 7 points added. Mm-hmm. I didn't know that was like a button, I think. It was like Cousins, everyone, it's just +7. I think he's proven. I mean, Cousins obviously then flopped, but like this team's clearly so much better with Penix, even though he isn't amazing. I don't know. Maybe I'm not weary of him. Maybe I'm pro Penix. I don't know.
London was incredible on Sunday. I mean, those catches. What else were they able to do? And he was. I mean, those 3 touchdowns were just insanely good.
So good.
Well, this will shock you. I'm trying to share this Excel spreadsheet, but my browser says I'm not allowed to do that. I have a whole fancy little thing for you on 2026.
You share your screen.
I know. I'm doing that. I don't even want to argue about it, but I'm doing it. It says my browser is blocking me from like
Can you send it to me? Send me the spreadsheet and I'll share it.
All right. I'll just
send it in the Discord and I'll get it up.
Do you have early thoughts on well, you probably do on next year at this point?
I think one of the really interesting things for who the 101 is going to be next year, or the order of the first round, is how good JJ McCarthy plays over the next 8 games, because that touchdown throw, that first touchdown to Justin Jefferson, like an anticipation, tight window, let your, I was about to call him a rookie, your second-year quarterback, just make the throw and trust that the throw is not going to be bad, and just let Jefferson do his thing. It's like, that was like, honestly, it was missing from the Darnold stuff last year and was definitely missing from the Carson Wentz stuff this year. Because a version of Justin Jefferson who can get 13 touchdowns is the 101. Jefferson has had like 2 quote down years in a row and is still averaging the most yards per game of any wide receiver in the NFL.
Yep.
I don't have anything from you, Schopp. I don't know.
No? In the Discord, you don't have that?
No. Maybe it's uploading. I think Jamar Chase is the 101. Burrow's gonna be back. I just got it. Burrow's gonna be back, and he's been getting absolutely fed. So you have this you're like, I don't even care what happens. Like regardless of what happens, I'm gonna be fine. Maybe you won't be fine, but you can tell yourself that. And then Burrow, it's like, man, when Burrow's back, this guy's just gonna absolutely crush. And I think JT, one, will probably cool off a little, and then two, Barkley wasn't the 101. So is JT gonna be the 101? I think we'll just do the Barkley thing. We'll talk ourselves out of it.
No, Barkley, and will Barkley even be a top? Barkley will probably be.
Oh well, yeah. Well, Barkley this year, yeah. But I mean, Barkley coming off of the 2024 season,
right? After that season, he was still like 4 or 5 or whatever.
I think Bijan may go ahead of JT.
I think Bijan is probably a candidate to be the 101.
Yeah, I think
it's interesting that
the 101 too.
It's the same names. We're halfway through the season. This is what usually does not happen. But so far, we're talking about last year's top 3 as the top 3.
Yeah. The new additions to the first round will be Bowers and JSN.
Yeah, Bowers and JSN will definitely be in the first round.
Maybe Rashee Rice. I mean, if Rashee Rice averages 18 fantasy points per game,
Rashee Rice will be in the first round, I think. Yeah. Like at the end of the first round, because it's like Thomas won't be there. Neighbors won't be there off an ACL.
Nico Collins
will be there, I think. Nico Collins. I would take Rice over Collins for sure, right?
For sure.
So yeah, I think he'll fall down. He'll be third or something.
I think I'm starting to like the sound of next year's second round.
Man, what is going to happen? What is going to happen to Brian Thomas Jr.? Where does Brian Thomas Jr. go next year? Just like miserable, no good. I believe. Let me fact check this before I say it. Rare case of responsibility here. Yes, Parker Washington on Sunday had more yards than any Brian Thomas Jr. game this year.
On. Like what was it? 90?
90.
Well, who's kind of a similar player to Brian Thomas?
I literally cannot think of one.
The rookie breakout, disappointing second year. No, I mean this has happened. Get the.
I would need
rookie breakout again.
I would need 7 minutes on a Pro Football Reference filter to get to a good answer here. Old Mike Williams. Buccaneers Mike Williams.
No, because Juju's a good one. Juju's a good one.
But Juju had 3 good years. Chase Claypool is closer.
Wow.
Yeah, I don't think those. I mean, Thomas was a first round pick who broke out as a rookie. Jahan Dotson is actually a pretty good one. He was a first round pick. He was a 6-7 turn pick after he right. Or no,
I believe that.
Am I thinking?
Right?
How good was?
I might be thinking after his rookie year though. I'm not sure. I'm not sure where. Oh, Elijah Moore is a pretty good one.
No, I think
Han was really fake from the touchdowns. That's true.
Yeah.
The point holds. I mean, it's so hard. These guys aren't even you're straining to consider they're good to be on the Brian Thomas level. I think mostly. So yeah, it's odd. Now we got to actually it was Mac Jones responsible for Brian Thomas being good as this season was starting, and I don't know the Lawrence thing. There are a number of teams. You talk about McCarthy or Penix. I mean, even older guys. A number of teams whose quarterback then going into next year is really shaky, and they're just maybe are not the rookies. All right, we did it. So, not mentioned, Christian McCaffrey so far as a top pick. Where are we drafting Christian McCaffrey next year?
He'll be like a 3rd round pick next year.
No, he won't.
Well, I'm clocking an injury at some point.
Okay, well, if it's think about Henry. Like Henry just went, 1-2 turn. late first round, depending on your format. If McCaffrey just keeps chugging along, he's going to go like 1-2 turn. You'll discount it because he's old and he looks washed as a runner. He's literally operating as like a wide receiver 1 who also gets goal line carries. Like, it is a pretty valuable role.
We'll have the same conversations we had last year, right? Just why not just sort of close your eyes and draft Christian McCaffrey?
Last year was a little different because we were like, what if he's not washed? And frankly, if he's not washed, he would be like absolutely unstoppable. Like, this would be probably his best season of his career if he wasn't washed. But he is washed.
It's true. If he was not washed, he'd be averaging like 30 points per game.
Yeah, like it would be like if you faded him, you might stop playing fantasy football.
Yes,
like
it would be like 70% advance rate. It would be insane. The combination of him being washed and
they don't have anybody else.
Purdy being injured. If Purdy had been playing this whole time, he'd be scoring even better.
Right.
It's the opposite of the Niners teams we got used to, where they had all these other weapons and ways to beat you. And this year, they really don't have anything at this point. So I don't know, Pat. Is this worth doing? Like, you'd have to edit this at this point. I don't know if
I can do it. Yeah, I can do it.
Okay. Well,
I don't know how to
put in.
Can I just copy paste the colors? Yeah, there we go. All right. So who we want first?
Chase.
I vote Chase.
Me too. Chase Jefferson. Well, I don't think I want Jefferson.
No, I don't think I don't think Justin Jefferson will be. How do I wrap this text?
You could just go last names.
Okay.
2.
It's probably Bijan.
Bijan.
Yeah.
And then it's probably Puka.
Oof.
My buddy actually sent me a text. Let me see. He literally sent me. He's like, "Here's what I think the first round ADP is."
I think Puka is about where he was. I'd go like 7 or 8.
I think he moves up.
I think he moves.
I mean,
up.
JT's in this conversation now. I think it's probably Puka or JT. Like, Puka he's one of those guys where you're just like, every single week, he's just going to crush. Unless he gets hurt. It's probably JT.
Fine.
Man, I don't know. They're going to be paying Daniel. There'll be a horrible playoff loss in there.
What's the chat think? CD we need to consider.
Yep.
Gibbs and JT over Bijan. I don't think Gibbs will be.
I think I would take Rashi over Lamb.
I don't think I could.
I don't think I would.
That's what I mean by this year. For all the time we spend on how unpredictable all this is and how wild it gets, we're really drafting 2025 mostly right here, just, with a couple of changes. Lamb versus Jefferson versus Gibbs was what we did all summer, and Robinson and most of the same guys, Jefferson. So it's kind of funny like that. There's no huge swing yet.
Do we want to do Puka here?
I would be Lamb.
Yeah, probably Puka, Lamb, then Gibbs, because I'm assuming that David Montgomery will just be back.
I think it's Puka because you get Adams getting a year older. He's still gonna be dealing with Pickens there. They'll figure out that contract, right? So,
I guess right. Last year, Pickens.
Yeah.
Man, will Dallas figure out a contract?
Then what? Gibbs?
Take that for granted. Jefferson or Gibbs?
I think it'll be Gibbs.
I'd probably go Rice, JSN after that.
Over Jefferson?
Yeah, I mean, assuming like this is not what I think. This is what I think the market is going to do, and the market is, they're just kind of over JSN or kind of over Jefferson, and Jefferson just for whatever reason They have not been. I guess maybe Addison was a little bit better than I anticipated, where the production has been a little bit more egalitarian than it is with the like. There has never been a 19 target Justin Jefferson, 2 target Jordan Addison game. Well, they've both been on the field together.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I think Jefferson, JSN, and Bowers are in the conversation now.
Yeah.
Put me down for JSN at 7.
Okay.
Look at the season. What we have to have with the Colts and the Seahawks is for it to hold up. But at this point, if this was the whole season, look at the season he's having, and I think.
And then Jefferson?
I'd do that. Yeah, that'll feel like good value.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. You'll be loving that. You'll be loving drawing the 108.
Yeah. I think you're smashing Jefferson at 108.
I agree with that.
Now you want Rice?
Yeah, I would think Rice goes here.
Not Bowers?
You're still gonna have people, dude. If you think people learn their lesson from Brock Bowers having the most,
hey, Davis, they're still gonna be learning. They got some more learning to do.
Who's gonna be the Raiders coach and quarterback next year?
You know what? Here's the thing, Davis. We get to tell the exact same story we told this offseason.
That's right.
Upgrades at quarterback and coach.
Quarterback and a coach, yeah.
We tell the same story.
Mm-hmm.
That game was incredible, but he just
wasn't enough of an upgrade.
43 PPR points, 49.5 in tight end premium.
Not bad. Record stuff.
Unbelievable. Oh, Kyler Murray. Kyler Murray might actually be good for him.
Ooh. Yeah.
Not for the touchdowns. Touchdowns are over.
Yeah. Then he just becomes Trey McBride.
Well, Bowers, unless we have a better idea.
Bowers.
Probably Bowers.
People are floating London. Amon-Ra.
Mm-hmm. Who's running back 4?
Probably A-Chain again.
Genty.
Well, if McDaniel's gone, I don't know. Genty, Hampton would be in the mix if he returns.
That sounds
looks
bleak.
good.
You have to just price in that 97 Chargers offensive lineman will be injured.
Right. Joel and Rashawn Slater back. Like that's gonna get
back for
Hampton
a week.
Hampton feels like a fun second rounder to me. I don't think, but
won't be Barkley.
Yeah, Barkley won't be the next running back. Probably
McCaffrey is interesting.
McCaffrey
so
is
Miles,
where McCaffrey goes.
Yeah, Miles mentioned this in the chat, but it would be possible that if Jeremiah Love goes to a good team in the first round, that we have a Genty rerun. Like Jeremiah Love is the first round pick to the Chicago Bears. It would definitely be possible.
What about Jeremiah Smith?
He can't come out.
Yeah,
can't come out this year?
He's a sophomore.
Oh, never mind.
2027. Yeah. I don't think the fantasy football intelligentsia will let James Cook go this high. They're gonna be like, this guy caught 4 passes last year. He's not a 1-2 turn pick.
He'll be early second though. That's a good shout.
Okay, Bowers. We keep going.
No, I think Bowers here.
I think Bowers
here. I mean, he damn near went here to begin with.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. St. Brown, London. It's the same draft.
Yeah, St. Brown, London at the turn.
It's the same year.
It is kind of remarkably. I mean, obviously, there's just so much more information left to come.
Right. Genty.
I don't know if Genty. I think Genty's going to have more of a discount.
Man,
You'll have 25%.
Yeah, Genty will be a
HN.
I think so.
There's a team that'll have a new everything.
Or Cook. Maybe this is Cook.
It's probably way more likely Cook than HN.
Yeah, let's do Cook.
And I'm once again going to have 0 James Cook. It's going well.
This is probably close to Igbuka territory.
I think he's more late second.
Aronde Gadsden.
Honestly, he's not. We're not that far away.
McBride is pretty close.
Aronde Gadsden is going to be the tight end 3 next year. It's going to be Bowers, McBride, Gadsden.
It could be Kincaid.
They gotta let him run routes.
Like, I can't take a 55% route share guy in the 3rd round.
You have to take him in the 3rd round, but who's tight end 3? I mean, he's probably top 5, no?
Oh, he'll go back to where he was drafted after his first year. So where he was at, he'll be a 5th round pick.
All right. How about HN then? McBride is about here.
Yeah. Now we're getting into like McBride.
I think McBride might be here.
Neighbors, Ibuka.
Let's do HN. McBride. Dude, Rice McBride.
Yep.
Fun start. Dude, you're going to be so happy to get these picks.
Oh, I'm wrong. It's Tyler Warren, tight end 3, Gadsden.
Tyler Warren.
4.
Yeah. Tyler Warren, tight end 3 for sure.
Marv is definitely going to sneak up here.
I would
Depends
be
what they do at quarterback
next. What's
You'd
not
be
to like?
Let's see. Anyone we've missed?
Barkley's somewhere around
Barkley's
here.
somewhere around here.
I don't know. I feel that's going to be
Hampton, Genty. I think Hampton, Genty, Barkley ahead of Ibuka.
Yeah.
Not Hampton. Really?
Well, I mean, if he looks like what he did before and Vidal's been producing,
all right.
I don't know. You talk yourself into it. Maybe he goes behind Ibuka.
I was going to say, people just mentioned Judkins. Big chance for Judkins to rise if the Browns have an answer at quarterback.
He feels more like a 3rd, but yeah.
If the Browns get Kyler Murray.
Oh, wow. What a match.
I don't think the Browns can do that. I mean,
what a match.
I guess it's new people, so it doesn't matter, but.
All right, Genty.
Yeah.
I mean, Genty has been kind of good in like the most frigid environment possible.
Dude, he's really good.
He's like insane. He is like insanely good at football.
He's so good.
Yeah.
I mean, he probably moves up as we go.
That one feels this is probably almost regardless of who takes Jeremiah Love. This is probably right about the range where he's going to go
for Love. Okay, let's do it.
Like I would say he's like Jeremiah Love as a prospect is like between Genty and Hampton, but I'm expecting a team to take him in round 1.
Ibuka, Neighbors, Barkley.
Man,
I think Barkley.
Neighbors off I guess he tore his ACL early, so he'll definitely be back week 1. Dart will be up there. This is probably someone just mentioned Nico. This is probably right about where people start talking themselves into Nico again.
Does that sound like a bad idea? Man.
The Texans have like the least good offense I've ever seen. Like just so uninspiring.
So bad. They'll have a new OC. I think Kaylee's one and done, right?
Kaylee might get fired this year.
They fixed the offensive line. I bet Collins goes somewhere around
Devontae
here.
Adams is definitely not going here. Devontae Adams is going to be 33.
What is the
He'll be 2-3 turn
on Ibuka as like one of these receivers?
All right, yeah, you're right.
Let's Ibuka's definitely going here.
That's a fun start.
It really is.
Probably Jacobs.
No.
We're in here.
No. I think the wheels are coming off a little.
Yeah.
Crane, the running back guys are going to be very emboldened by the results they got this year.
Are they?
Yeah. The Jonathan Taylor stuff is going to really, really have emboldened the running back drafters.
I feel like last year was the year that emboldened them because like everybody stayed healthy and you kind of like it just like pick a. It's like you needed to pick right. You didn't really need to pick right last year. I mean, 2024 by last year.
I just feel and the league is so.
Jacobs has been.
He's been terrible.
He looks awful. Awful. What about Bucky? Are we in Bucky range again?
Maybe it's starting to feel like it's turning right here.
Yeah, right about here. You're like a lot of guys.
Just like last year. Like last year.
This
Neighbors.
is Neighbors, but I think off the ACL coming, like we have, Ayuk is yet to practice. I know his multi-ligament, but Neighbors' surgery was delayed. That's going to be a talking point, like rightfully,
Harrison without Kyler Murray after last night.
No, I don't think people want Harrison in their lives in the second.
All right. Who's the name then?
Who's their quarterback?
Someone else, right? Someone else.
Tell you what, man, this rookie quarterback class, it's going to be very hard for me to buy into the Mendoza 101, whoever ends up taking him.
What about Warren?
This feels very early for a guy who's not scored more than 15 points in a game yet.
Neighbors, people are saying.
Yeah.
Next running back is Scattaboo. I kind of wish, man.
Scattaboo is going to be coming off of like the most
Hampton,
insanely grueling.
Maybe Hampton or Judkins. Maybe those are the names here.
I think it's Hampton, yeah.
Okay. Neighbors is close. I don't know. Dunze is going the wrong way.
Dude, we got a Dunze's dad doing the Odell Beckham on the Browns shit. You guys see that yesterday?
No.
His dad was tweeting out how many of Roma Dunze's targets have not been catchable.
Great.
And being like, they don't throw my son the ball.
I
just saw someone mention
Javonte
Williams. Can you imagine Javonte Williams going in the second round next year?
Wow.
I mean, that would be that. I don't have 0% of any player. I will have 0%.
0%, yeah.
That would be so fucking bad if Javonte Williams is going in the second round.
Judkins should have a lot of steam because they'll change coaches probably and quarterback.
He'll have a lot of steam, but he also will have 9 pass receptions on the whole season.
I think I'm taking Bucky over Judkins.
I'm taking Bucky over Judkins.
Do it.
I mean,
let's do Bucky.
Bucky Irving, Malik Neighbors. They've got the quarterback. Neighbors is great.
Yeah, you got have some discount on the injury, but
you know what is classic here? It'll be Jalen Waddle had a good year, so Jalen Waddle has to go back.
Isn't Collins next?
Yeah, Collins.
And Brian Thomas just never ever round 2.
Oh yeah, no.
I don't think he's round 2.
Harrison.
Brian Thomas Jr. is going to be like a round 7 pick.
I think it might be Collins and Neighbors. You guys good with that?
Yeah.
I just feel like
I do think Adunze probably slots in here.
I think AJ Brown would be over Adunze.
29-year-old AJ Brown coming off a year where all he did was say the enemy speaks kindly but holds a knife.
I mean, he still produces some, but I also think this is where Devontae Adams is going to go.
God, dude, I already don't want to draft these teams.
They're the same teams.
I'm just like, but dude, Devontae Adams is 33, man. 33.
I think he's going to go in the early 3rd.
If we don't like the options, then we get the quarterbacks going.
Yeah.
Well, Judkins, I think Judkins should be here.
Fine.
Yes. T probably coming off of a good year.
AJ Brown's going to go ahead of T.
What's going to happen with
I'm putting
Ted?
AJ Brown in.
Okay. Ted.
I don't think he'll be this high because Young's his quarterback and everyone knows it's a problem. He's 3-4. Maybe he's a little higher. Maybe he's mid-3rd.
Yeah, I guess we'll see. I mean, there have to be other players we like more. Odunze? Too high?
I don't know. I'm so scarred by the 0.
Yeah.
And what 47,
47 points, and he had 0.
Yeah. Devontae over AJB. Is that where we are? I don't think so, but
I will not be
Pickens is a
excited
good
to draft
shout.
AJ Brown. Pickens, interesting.
Yeah, maybe I'm wrong about AJ Brown. I don't know. I don't see how AJ Brown goes much past this. Tet is mid third. Yeah, I think Tet's probably mid third. Oh, Ladd.
Oof.
I've got one.
Ladd is over Odunze though.
I've got one for the slappy crowd here. Ramondre Stevenson's contract is terminated by the New England Patriots. Trevion Henderson.
And he goes at 3-2, exactly where we took him in the main, or 3-3, whatever that was.
Yeah.
This year.
I think Terrell Jennings probably flips him.
Ernest Johnson.
Terrell Jennings ran. Terrell Jennings ran hard. Yeah, I think this is the Josh Allen spot.
Is this too high for Kyle Monungai?
Probably.
Kyle Monungai, I think what will happen next year is we will see a real return of the running back dead zone. I think we will see a lot of these. I always think of them as the Jordan Howard types. Just like the guys who accumulated the year before, but are just not special in any way, shape, or form. And I think those guys are going to pop way back up.
Well,
like we have Jacobs and Henry. I think this is where people start to think about those guys.
Okay.
32-year-old Derrick Henry, man.
He's going to go third round if he stays healthy.
God, dude. I just maybe I should go get a different job.
Well, you don't have to take these guys. Just stop taking all the 8% of everyone. Just fade them like I do. It's fun.
I just don't. I just do not think I'm cut out for this.
Just fade them. Fade them. You're gonna eat shit occasionally, but it's fun. It's a good time.
Yeah, I guess you're probably right. This is probably about the spot for Jordan Tyson, rookie wide receiver, or Jonah Coleman, rookie running back.
Let's do the vets. I like Love thrown in there. Let's wait on the rest of the rookies for round 4.
Odunze, AJ Brown.
I think AJ Brown then T.
Fine.
Yeah, T when T comes off a good year, he goes high. When T comes off a bad year, he goes lower.
And then I think we got to get some of these running backs we hate in here, like Henry.
Jacobs, Henry.
Yeah.
I mean, Henderson, will Henderson make the third round? We don't know the rest of the season yet. But
I don't think so.
He will.
Ramondre is signed through 2026.
That's why Davis had to terminate his contract.
I believe he has an out.
It's not really he'll be there.
So Ramondre does have his out does not come after so never mind.
Yeah,
Henderson's
he's
not
there
going to
for
be
next
here.
year. Yeah.
Javonte Williams.
They don't save any money by cutting him. They save
it's probably Lamar, then probably Breece Hall.
Is it Breece Hall? I mean, he's going to be. Oh no, he's going to be free agent. So let's do Breece here. That'll make me happy.
RJ Harvey.
RJ Harvey, no. RJ Harvey is not happening.
Ever? Or just in our third round here?
Just in our third round. I kind of think it's T-Mac. Actual series nomination, Gadsden.
It's Warren over Gadsden.
All right, Warren then.
Fine. That was easy.
Pickens.
Oh, yeah. What team is he going to be on, though?
What about Ladd? What do we close with Ladd and Pickens?
Yeah, Ladd, Keenan. Keenan's done.
Pickens.
No Javonte Williams. I mean, come on, though, right? Where is that?
We're going to be haters till the end. Here, let me go.
Yeah, please get Javonte Williams out of my life, dude.
All right, good job.
Hang on one second.
Javonte Williams in the third fucking round, bro.
We'll get him in here around 12. Don't want to disrespect
How
him.
dare you?
What's the shitty Big 12 running back 2 on the Cowboys that I'll be drafting next year? I guess I'm not deep enough into the weeds yet. Let's call it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's
James
another
Conner range.
There's
Waddle,
another text,
Waddle.
there's another Texas running back coming out, CJ Baxter, 4th round pick to the Cowboys, 11th round pick on my best
This
ball
might
teams.
be Waddle, actually.
Yeah. You guys.
Who's your favorite team of the 12?
Puka Hampton T.
5.
You guys. Some people have mentioned Xavier Worthy, but Xavier Worthy is going wide receiver 47, and he is going to be a terrible pick, probably just awful, because the Chiefs will figure something else out at wide receiver. He's like, if you view the 3 players, Hardman, Tony, and Worthy, they are the evolution of the same player. Worthy is just the final form of that player.
Okay, boys. So, Davis, you got some big days ahead here. Best wishes. We'll be thinking about
Big
you.
days.
Can't wait to hear what NFL legend's first name ends up being your child's middle name after all the dust settles here this week.
Boomer Esiason Mattek.
What have you got otherwise, work-wise, until the moment comes here?
Waiver wire video just went out on my channel, and then I'll be doing the Swolecast in 30 minutes.
Pat?
Well, we're starting to work on the playoff best ball stuff. I'm doing some work on the rankings for that right after this. So get excited for playoff best ball just around the corner. We'll have the sidekick up and running. For the maybe not like right away for the first like wild card stuff, but we're cooking. We're cooking already. So really excited for that. That's always so fun.
Yeah.
2 years ago it came out today. But they just released the 4th quarter contest, so I'm thinking they might wait one more week.
I'm thinking next week, but we'll see.
Yeah.
And then otherwise, check out the walkthrough. Check out Matt Overby's Quickslant. Check out Steph's Waiver Wire column, Fabulous Football. And I've also been doing, if for anyone who doesn't know, I've been doing a podcast with Reeves on Fridays.
Love it.
It's been a lot of fun. Yeah, so check those out. And then, we'll be back here for the Shipcast next Sunday
afternoon. I went to the World Series, by the way. Here's my little souvenir towel. I went to game 2. I picked the worst game to go to, but it was still awesome to do it. What a vibe up there. What a terrible loss.
Yeah.
The series, though. Too bad. Not much hockey content today. Apologize for that. But we'll get Jacob back in the fold next time around and fix that. Shipcast Sunday. Thank you, Pat. Thank you, Davis. I'm Mike Schopp. Appreciate everybody being with us today.